Welcome to episode 1 of the MakeShift Happens podcast. We have a very special guest today. He's blown up on TikTok doing sports trivia, asking questions to people on the street. We have Joe Felix with us.
Hey, how you guys doing?
I could have kept going, but it didn't. Last time we checked, Joe, you had 110,000 followers on TikTok, probably still growing. You started posting at the end of September, is what I saw. And you got pages or videos on your page with millions of views. Really incredible stuff. Really impressed. You came up into our feed, so you're probably coming into a lot of others too. It's awesome stuff.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Joe, you're our first guest on this new podcast series. So I just want to explain what this podcast is, right? So it's a podcast made for the creator. We want to create a platform, creators to tell their story, and for listeners to feel inspired that they can have similar success with their pages or whatever ideas they have. Ideas are only ideas until you bring them to life. So that's what we did for Makeshift. So this is Makeshift Happen. Any questions so far?
Yeah, I'm with you 100%.
So we're going to ask you a series of questions, and in between the questions and answers, we're going to play a game or series that we have on our channel. It's kind of like Hot Ones, but instead of sauces, we play games between the questions. Does that sound good?
Yeah, sounds great.
Let's get it.
Joe, what are your favorite sports, just so I know?
Number 1 is football, NFL football, personally, and then number 2 would probably be NBA.
Okay, cool. So that's what I base majority of our prep around, so I'm happy that we're in that same category.
Okay. And I'll warn you now, I'm kind of like a new watcher of NBA. I never watched it before, but I'm learning as I go, so hopefully I'm not too bad.
Hey, no, I love that. New, fresh.
Okay.
We'll test your knowledge so far as we go through.
Okay.
All right, so the first game we're going to start with, you're actually going to draft against Brian. And we're going to do a draft of NFL quarterbacks. So it's a 3-pick draft. Joe will give you the honorary first pick. Active quarterbacks we're doing. 3 picks. You get the first pick whenever you're ready.
Is this current based off this season right now?
We make stuff up as we go along here, Joe. So sure. That's it. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So current based off this season.
All right, well, number 1, I'm taking Patrick Mahomes, my first pick.
I think that's the right pick.
That is the right pick. That's fine. That's fine. Brian, you got to come back with a strong 2.
Yeah, I mean, there's only one guy that you can come back with. I'm going Josh Allen.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
Yeah, that's the 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
We don't do the snake draft here, Joe. So you actually get the honorary second pick or the second round first pick.
I think.
I need to think too. I haven't prepped for this.
Yeah, this was off the cuff. This is what we do.
I'm kind of thinking.
I don't think there's any wrong answers too. Like you could always justify whatever you say. You know, that's how I feel about anything.
I'm a Steelers fan, but I don't know if I want to pick him, but I feel like I'm going to go Lamar Jackson.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
It's a great bet.
A non-injured Lamar Jackson. He got hurt last week, I think, right? Okay.
Yeah, first quarter, but I think he'll be back soon.
See, this is the tough part. This is the tough part. I could go in the same division, but and there's absolutely no way I'm taking Jalen Hurts because I'm a Giants fan and I would never want him on my team. How good he is. So I'm going with a little bit of a hot take. I'm going with Zach's guy. I'm going with Tua Tagovailoa.
Yes. I love that. Let's go. He didn't look great last week. A few catches that got picked, but whatever. It's fine.
1 week off. I'll take consistency over 1 week off.
He's only lost like one game where he got to play the full game. That was the first game. So that's not a bad pick. All right, Joe, back to you. Third and last pick.
There's a lot of directions you could go here.
So is this for like a whole season, this premise? Or just for like a...
We don't have rules, Joe. It's just like whatever.
I think I'm going to go the GOAT, even though he's not doing the best this season. But I think I'm going to pick Tom Brady because in key moments, I think he'll make it happen.
Fair enough.
Right.
Fair enough.
All right. Takes the GOAT. I like that. Brian, last pick.
At the time of recording, the Bucks are playing tonight at Monday Night Football. I took a nice bet. It was a boosted bet on FanDuel, plus 100 for the Bucks to cover plus 7.5 and Brady to have over 200 passing yards. Just throwing that out there.
Okay. Thanks for the context. I didn't need it. Thank you.
All right. My third pick, I'm going Joe Burrow.
Okay.
I like Joe Burrow. I'm taking Joe Burrow my third pick.
Joe cool. All right. I like that. All right. Everybody in the comments, comment who won this, Joe or Brian. I think I got to go with Joe here. I don't know. That second pick, Lamar, though, a little tough. But all right. Fair.
Yeah, that was a good one.
the way this is going to work is going to go into the games now, right? So, Brian, you want to kick off with the first game?
First question.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my goodness. See, this is what I said. Yeah, first question. Thank you.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Joe, background from you. How old are you? Where are you from?
Okay, so I'm 20 years old. I'll be 21 in February. I'm from the Atlanta area, so I'm about 45 minutes outside of Atlanta, about 2 hours away from Athens.
And you said you're a Steelers fan. I want to know your other professional team fandoms. Out of nowhere, Steelers over Falcons. Did you grow up in Atlanta or outside of Atlanta?
My dad was born in Pittsburgh, and that side of the family still lives up there. So he made me grow up as a massive Steelers fan, and they win a lot more than the Falcons usually. So that's plus two.
This is
but
true.
For basketball, there's no Pittsburgh basketball team, so I'm a Hawks fan. And then baseball, I still go Braves over Pirates because the Pirates are really bad.
Yeah, fair enough.
The Braves look young and good.
No NHL team?
We watch like Sidney Crosby and the Penguins whenever they're in playoffs, but I'm not really too big into hockey that much. But
there you go. Zach just started rooting for the Kraken because they just became a team.
No, yeah.
Dude, they're good. They're like 15-5-2 or something. They're great.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that. What city are they from? I've never heard of the Kraken.
Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. Okay.
They're an expansion team as of like 2 years ago. So they started to. So I figured if I was going to get into hockey at all, which I don't even know a player's name on the team, but if I were to get into it, I'd pick a team that's new so I don't bandwagon or anything.
Yeah, start fresh.
That's fair. All right, we got the second game. I'll run this game, Zach. I got you.
Go for it.
We got a start, bench, cut game with NFL players. We got receivers, we got quarterbacks, and then we got running backs. We'll do this based off this season right now, since that's what we did in the last game. I want to hear both Zach and Joe's answers. Number one, receivers. Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp. Start, bench, cut.
Joe, you kick it off, man.
Oh, God, that's hard.
Tough one.
This is what we do for our channel. So, like, people who comment on the videos are like, oh, I would have went this. It's like, no, we filmed these this quick. Like, it's hard.
They all get the same quarterback? Like, there's no difference in quarterback play?
Yeah.
Yeah, just based off their skill.
I'm going to start Tyreek, I think. I'm going to bench Devontae. And I guess I have to cut Cooper Kupp.
I think I'm taking Devontae. I'm starting Devontae just because of the height. I'll bench Tyreek, and I'm cutting Kupp, which hurts.
It's tough to cut Cooper Kupp, but I think he doesn't fit in that trio.
I think if this was last year, obviously Kupp, but like he's banged up injuries, and we based it off this year. So there's your justification.
Yeah. All right, round two, we got quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Matt Stafford, based off this year.
Okay, I'm starting Tom Brady. I'm going to bench Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to cut Matthew Stafford.
I think that's good.
That's what I would do. I would do the same thing, only because Rodgers has upticked it recently. Stafford's been having a all right year.
Yeah, Stafford has gone back down to Lions Stafford.
Yeah.
All right, last one. We got running backs, Saquon, Josh Jacobs, Dalvin Cook.
I'm going to start Saquon. I'm going to bench Jacobs, and I'm going to cut Cook just because it seems like he seems to me to be a bit injury prone. But I don't know, that might just be me.
He definitely is.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I'm going the same just because Saquon offers more out of a receiving running back perspective. Josh Jacobs has been an animal this year, though. He's really turned up the last 2 weeks, too. And Dalvin Cook, I love Dalvin Cook. There's a special place in my heart for him, but owning him in fantasy, he gets hurt too much. I just can't. So that completes the first game, or the second game, I guess. We'll jump into the second question here. So what made you start your channel on TikTok, Joe?
Okay, so really one of my friends, Leon, he's been doing TikTok since he started in 2020 when we were still in high school together. And he made me go to Athens with him one weekend and let me use all of his stuff to record. And I recorded videos. I started out recording videos with like girls. So it was like red flag videos, stuff like that. And then while I was out there, a bunch of guys just wanted to be in my videos, and I didn't really have anything prepared for them. So I just started asking them football questions because that's all I could think of. And the first video I posted of them got like, I think 1.5 million views in the first 3 days. So I was like, okay, I'm going to buy a mic and start doing sports trivia questions now. And ever since then, I've just been doing sports.
That's crazy. We had on our channel like we did a video game bracket, which we barely do any video game stuff, and like it pops off, and you're like, okay, like we didn't know what direction we want to go, right, Brian? And we're just like, I guess we got to keep doing this, and then from there you just pick up things as you go. It's nice that you have like a niche with the sports trivia, and you kind of went with what works, which is awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking soon to start branching out into like other areas. Like maybe I was talking about maybe doing like some sort of dunk video with guys at basketball courts. So we'll see where that goes. But
that's a later question, Joe. That's a later question.
Okay.
No, that's good. That's all good stuff. That's awesome. Cool. All right, we'll jump into the second game or the third game. I'm going to be so off with my numbers the entire podcast. This one's what's their career average? So points per game. So this is jumping into the NBA realm. I'm going to give you 3 players. It's going to be nice, quick, easy. Hey, I've been so off on some of these. But we'll see how you are when you're playing. So first one, what's their career average? Chris Paul.
I'm so bad at this. I'm going to say...
We're down to the decimal here, by the way.
14.3.
Okay, not a bad guess. That's where I think I guessed when I had him. He's 18.1.
Oh, right. Dang, okay.
Yeah, right. He's a little up there. I had no idea.
Yeah, he's popping up in the news again, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, the second one we got, what's their career average? Kobe Bryant.
Oh, God. 22.4.
All right, there's a trend here. You're lowballing a little bit. 25.
Okay.
Still a good guess. All right, last one we got, Yao Ming.
Dang.
Yeah, this one was tough.
I think I'm going to go back to 13.2.
Oh, okay. 19.
Okay, that was bad. That was really bad.
You said you're new to NBA, so it's fine.
Yeah.
To be fair, I totally would have guessed lower than 19. I did not know he averaged 19 points a game.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, we got another question for you. How often do you film for your channel? So for background information, me and Zach he lives in North Jersey. I live in Central Jersey. He comes to the studio, which is in my basement, and we film probably 60 videos every 2 weeks, I would say. 1.5, 2 weeks. And then we edit them throughout the week and have this kind of process going. Like, how often do you go out to Athens, which you said you filmed? And I guess where do you film is the answer is Athens.
I film at least once a week. Usually I'll go out, definitely Saturdays I go out to Athens, and we'll go out there at we usually leave here at 5, so we get to Athens at about 7:30. And we stay there till about 2:30 a.m. filming, and then we come back. And then sometimes, if the Falcons play at home, we'll go there on Sundays too. So it'll be straight from Athens, a couple hours, and we film in the mornings outside of the stadium. But it's always at least once a week we film.
Damn. So it's a 2.5 hour drive?
Yeah. So when I was going with my friend Leon, we would film Friday, Saturday, and Sunday there, and we would drive up because on game days, like when they were playing Auburn, all the hotels in Athens were $650 a night just to stay at the hotel. So we drove up Friday, filmed, slept in our cars in the parking lot of a Best Buy, and then we would go to a Crunch gym to shower, and then we'd go film again all Saturday and do the same thing for Sunday. Yeah.
This is exactly what I wanted on this podcast. Are you kidding me? That's insane.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy, but
oh man. I mean, the dedication and just the effort. I never complain, Brian, when I have to come down, but I'm I'm going to be down in this area around then. So can we do it around then? It's okay, sure. We figure it out because we've known each other since first grade. But my God, imagine 3 straight days, 2.5 hours. Oh my goodness. That's dedication.
It was real.
Appreciate it. Yeah, that was when we usually just drive back now and then try to hit up Atlanta on the next day because I don't like showering in public gyms. That just grosses me out. But
I don't blame you.
Started.
I would say a majority of people don't enjoy showering in public gyms.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, let's ask the internet that one. No. So you go out there with the guy Leon, or do you have somebody else running the channel with you to film, or do you set up on a tripod?
I bring my friend Carter with me because Leon went with this other guy Wyatt who's big on TikTok with him, and they went on an SEC tour. So they go to Alabama, Auburn, LSU, So he's been out of town for like the past couple months. But my friend Carter goes up with me and is the cameraman for all my stuff.
Oh, shout out Carter. What a guy.
What a legend.
All right, now the game.
The fourth game. I'm trying to keep track of the numbers. All right, it's called What's Their Net Worth. I don't know if you've seen it on our channel, but it's basically we give you a celebrity or an athlete's name, and you got to guess their net worth, and we'll give you like a little – we'll tell you after how close you were.
Okay.
First one, Lionel Messi.
Soccer, let's see, 260 mil?
You're going to be surprised. It's $600 million. The soccer.
Oh, my God.
Crazy.
I was way off on that one. Okay.
Yeah, I think Ronaldo just got offered like $100 million a year contract from like Saudi Arabia.
It's like 220 a year. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Dang, that's insane.
That's too much money. Next one, you got Tom Brady.
Is that okay? So is it career earnings or just everything?
So it's net worth. So basically, we take
net worth.
What he's worth today, though, like no future contracts, because I know he's got the TV deal.
Yeah, what they have now.
480 million.
250 million, a little over. And I think his net worth probably went down from all that crypto stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, FTX. Yeah. I should have switched my guesses and guessed 260 on that one too.
Yeah, right.
All right, we got the last one. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I'm just gonna go 200 even. 200 mil.
70 million.
Oh, wow. Okay. I guess he
little newer.
Yeah, a little newer. Okay.
I like watching other people play these games because it makes me feel better when I have like.
I'm really bad at this.
It's not as easy as it looks, I know. But as you do more and more, you get better, I guess.
Yeah, it definitely is not that easy.
So we'll go to that the fifth question, the fourth question, fourth question, fifth game after. Okay. So we went and we alluded to a little bit earlier about your vision for the channel. I don't know if it's a 2-year vision, 5 years, what you're trying to do next week. Where do you expect to be? Kind of what's the vision for the channel in terms of growing?
I've been thinking about this a lot because I've only been doing it. I've only been posting for a little over 2 months now, but I want to, I'm not 100% sure if I want to expand to like multiple channels because I definitely want to get into other topics than just sports, but I kind of want to stay true to the audience that originally followed me on my personal channel. But I would like to branch out into like, instead of just sports trivia, like sports news and stuff like that, make like ESPN type videos, and then also branch into other like entertainment fields with maybe other channels. I haven't decided on that yet, but
that's like our biggest debate that Brian and I talk about all the time. It's like we're very broad. Like that's what Makeshift is, right? It's just like whatever we want to do, we do it. But we're like, but do we create a new channel for this? And like, how do we give our audience like a different taste or a different flavor of like our channel? So, and especially if like you're passionate about sports trivia, like a little bit, but you also want to expand on those other things. Like, how do you do that? It's such a tough question. Like we've been thinking about it for 2 years. So it's good that you're thinking early on and often, at least advice from us coming to you.
Yeah. Cause like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the people who follow me might want to see more sides of me, but at the same time, they're following me just for what I'm doing right now, which is just the sports trivia, which makes it kind of hard to figure out which direction I want to go.
So it's like, do you start a new channel or do you continue with the following you already have?
Yeah.
You could flash like I know Barstool does this really well. It's like they have obviously just their random Barstool content, but then they're promoting all their podcasts and stuff. Like say you did 10 videos, 9 of them could be sports trivia, but maybe you flash a video or a preview of content from the other channel, kind of cross promote. So you kind of give people like access to like see the other one, promote the other channel, tag it, etc. I don't know. I'm spitballing.
Yeah, that could be a good idea.
Yeah, that might be good for us to do, Brian. I don't. We do it a little bit. All right. So the game here, and this is an old one, classic one. It's Mount Rushmore's. So we're gonna go quarterbacks first. We're gonna go point guards next, and we're gonna go NFL teams. I had it labeled quarterbacks this year, point guards all time, NFL teams this year. I don't care what we do. Whatever your Mount Rushmore quarterbacks are, whether it's personal or it's, the best quarterbacks of all time, let's start with that. So Mount Rushmore, we'll go quarterbacks to kick us off. Do you know what you're doing in this game? I didn't even ask.
That's just the 4 top ones?
Yes.
So this year, it's either I can pick this year all time for the quarterback one?
Yeah, do whatever you want. We make things up.
Okay. Obviously, Tom Brady's on there. He's number one. Probably Peyton Manning, even though he's only got 2 Super Bowls. He's still got all the stats. So
MVPs.
yeah, Joe Montana. And, man, part of me wants to go Terry Bradshaw just because he got 4 Super Bowls. And I'm a Steelers fan, but he
That's
wasn't.
the Steelers fan coming out.
Yeah.
That works. That works. Hey, rules are rules. We have no rules. Sorry. Cool. All right. So that's the quarterbacks. We'll go, and this one's probably a little tougher for you. We'll go with the point guards.
Yeah.
I put all time, but maybe just 4 point guards that you like. I don't know.
I'm still not very good with positions, so I'll just warn you right now. But I know Steph. Steph's a point guard.
All right.
I'll
Yep.
go on there. Ray Allen, he was a point guard.
Shooting guard. There was an all-time Laker point guard. He was pretty tall.
Oh yeah, you talking about Magic?
Yeah, you got to throw Magic on there, right? All
Magic
right.
Johnson. So Larry, is he a point guard?
He wasn't a point guard.
He was more of a
Yeah,
shooter.
see, I got a lot to learn about NBA.
Yeah, but this is good. You're learning. You're learning right now. No, that's fair. That's fair. I'm trying to think who would be on my Mount Rushmore point guards.
I mean, you might have to throw John Stockton up there. He leads assists all time.
Yeah, Stockton.
And
That's
then there's
good
a
one.
bunch of other guys. You could put Oscar Robertson. He has the most triple doubles. You could put Jay Kidd, Steve Nash, Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah, probably Isaiah or Chris Paul.
Chris Paul. Yeah, I might throw Chris Paul up there.
So we kind of filled it out for you, Joe.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know positions, so sorry about that.
All good. No problem at all. We'll go to the third one then. We'll go this year, your Mount Rushmore of NFL teams.
I like this.
This year, okay.
Basically,
So
Joe's power rankings.
in order,
It doesn't have to be in order, just the top 4.
okay. So top 4: Chiefs, Bills, Eagles. Even though I feel like they're kind of not the strongest for their record, I feel like they're kind of like the Steelers back when they went 12-0 and first round exit. But
This is the interesting one as the 4th.
And the
yeah,
Steelers.
I'm gonna say Dolphins.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes. Let's go. I like Joe. Joe's a good guy.
Love
that's-
that pick.
I love it too. Tua. It's Tua time, baby. Cool.
I mean, I think they have the best wide receiver duo in the NFL, too.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. I got another question for you. Talking about TikTok. What or who is your favorite TikTok channel besides your own?
Okay.
You could list a couple if you wanted to.
Well, my friend who got me started, Leon.ond, he has to be on there just because he got me started doing it.
There you go.
The Makeshift Project obviously is on there.
Hey.
Let's see. I always watch, I think it's Daniel Mack, the guy with the car videos. I watch his channel all the time.
Yeah, I love his videos.
He's good.
Yeah. Maybe Wyatt too, Wyatt Eden.
There you go. He's
Perfect.
5 questions for $5, right?
Yep. Yeah. and then,
Oh.
His videos pop up on the For You page for Makeshift Project all the time.
oh, really? Yeah. He's really cool.
Next game, we got overrated, underrated. There are basketball players on here, but I could change them up to football players.
Oh, no, you don't have to, but they're just going to clown me. I don't care, but
All right, we got it. Here we go. Overrated, underrated, Thursday night football games.
right now, like the ones that have been playing this,
Yeah.
overrated because every time I try to watch them, it freezes up on Amazon Prime. So I don't like it at all.
Oh, we're attacking Prime now. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I also think that the games have just been trash. Like the
Yeah.
investment that Amazon made and the games that they've gotten out of this, I feel like is terrible.
Yeah, that's true too.
All right, next one. We got overrated, underrated, the NBA bubble playoffs when it was COVID.
Doesn't sound like Joe. I don't think Joe was a fan by then.
I don't know. I remember. I think I remember. That was LeBron won in the
Yep.
the Lakers. Yeah.
Look at you. You got it.
I mean, I don't really like LeBron, so I'd like to say overrated, but I feel like at the time it was like one of the only things to watch. So I'm gonna say underrated.
Oh, I would have went overrated just because I felt like there was no audience crowd. But that's a good perspective. I like that perspective. Oh,
I
yeah.
like it. All right, next one. We're hopping into the football world again. Overrated, underrated, Daniel Jones.
I don't really hear too much about him, but I've
Yeah,
never.
it's pretty boring.
Yeah, I feel like I've never, just a precursor to my answer, so I don't look like an idiot if I'm wrong, but I haven't really watched too many Giants games, but I feel like based on their record at least, he's an effective game manager. I don't know about what happened last week because I know they tied the Commanders, which is not the best, but I'm gonna say underrated.
I love that pick. I agree with you, and I think that the one quarterback that I compare him to is Jimmy G. Like just a game manager, solid quarterback that can get the job done. He's no Aaron Rodgers, he's no Brady, but he can get the job done.
I think they got to get rid of him.
Oh,
other people think it should be Saquon. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we'll see in the offseason. All right, next one. Overrated, underrated, Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Testing the basketball knowledge here.
I know the Lakers didn't start out too hot, but I think they've won their past couple of games though, right? Because I know they beat the Bucks.
Yeah. They're doing well,
I'm going
right?
to say LA, LeBron gets pretty much all the limelight out there, so I'm going to say Anthony Davis is underrated.
I like that pick. He's a potential defensive player of the year candidate. And I think the past 10 games, if you look at his stats, he's averaging like high 20s, and he just had a 55-point game the other night, which is crazy.
I like it. That's respect. I think Anthony Davis is a little overrated, but we could disagree. All right. Moving on to the next question. What is the funniest interaction you've had on the streets interviewing people, or one of the funniest?
Oh, God.
Have you had like a lot of like crazy scenarios or like crazy people?
Yeah. I don't know if some of them are good to talk. I mean, like how PG it needs to be, but because some of those people are very crazy.
Yeah, because you're outside Georgia or University of Georgia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
outside of
crazy streets.
I'll just say, well, I was at Clemson. Like I was interviewing another guy, and he ran up to my cameraman. I don't know if he kicked him or I don't know what he did to him, but my cameraman fell down and he jumped in front of the camera while it was on the ground and started like teabagging my camera.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Was this Call of Duty? What?
I don't know. But yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Oh man.
Aggressive.
I went out in Times Square and I did some interviews. And man, the people. Oh geez. You get some characters, but that's wild.
Yeah.
What you do? Did you do anything after?
I just moved to a different spot. I just tried to move on from that, but it was kind of hard to.
That's the Georgia in you. The Jersey in me would have conflicted him.
Yeah, but I mean, he was obviously under the influence. So
fair, very fair. All right, we're gonna go real quick. Zoom through this or that. So it's just this or that. You pick one or the two. We'll start off this or that. NFL or NBA?
NFL, 100%.
That's an easy one. College football or college basketball?
I'm gonna say college basketball.
Oh, okay. Steph Curry or Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Ooh. I'm gonna go Steph.
Steph? All right. I hope I said that right. LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
Ooh, Michael Jordan, 100%. The GOAT.
Big Ben or Eli Manning?
I have to say Big Ben. I'm a Steelers fan. Big Ben always.
I have to. If you're a Steelers fan, you have to say Big Ben.
Cool. All right, Brian, last question here.
What would your advice, if you had a content creator come up to you and ask you for advice, what would your advice be for a potential content creator who's literally just starting from nothing, starting out right now?
The biggest thing that helped me keep going, because in the beginning, you're not going to have very many views at all, no matter if you post once a day, twice a day, it really doesn't matter. People really need to see, I feel like people need to see your face like 9 or 10 times on their For You page before they'll like care enough to follow you. So just keep posting consistently. And the thing that worked for me is the first month, I would just post it and leave it. Like I deleted the apps off my phone so I couldn't check it all the time to see how many views. And then whatever views you got, but you just knew you were consistently putting out content and building one brick at a time, building up your profile.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly the mindset that we had too. You just gotta go for it. Just gotta do it.
Love that.
We got one more game for you. It's called Describe in 3 words. I'm going to give you 5 topics, 5 things that we've talked about and that we've been talking about this whole podcast, and you got to describe it in 3 words.
Okay.
All right. Describe this in 3 words. This NFL season.
Do the 3 words have to go together, or just 3 random words today?
Could be
Okay. Backwards, competitive, and surprising, because some of the teams, like, not to hate, but I was not expecting the Dolphins to be that good this season.
Hey, you and me both. You and me both.
So describe it in 3 words. Your TikTok channel.
Okay. I would say hopefully entertaining, fun, and informative for people that don't know much about football.
I would agree with that.
Appreciate it.
And then last one we got. Describe it in 3 words. This new podcast.
Makeshift Happen. I think it's funny, entertaining, and I guess I'd say energetic.
Let's go.
Love to hear that.
I'll take that. No, it was an experiment, and we definitely want to run with it. Joe, thanks for being our first guest. We want to hand the floor to you to promote anything that you want, whatever you want to say, social media, whatever. It's up to you. Again, it's Makeshift. So floor is yours.
Just want to thank everybody who took the time to watch it, and thanks to all my followers that currently follow me. And if you want to check out my channel, it's joe.felix with an extra X, so joe.felix on all social media platforms.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being the first guest on Makeshift Happen. And I guess we'll see you guys in the next podcast. Thank you.